Hey, I'm Brian Hyatt with Rolling Stone, and I'm here with My Chemical Romance.
Hey
Guys. So, first of all, you've now had a chance to play the new album a bunch on stage. How is it, what are you learning about it as you kind of bring it to life night after night?
It's really the kind of record where you kind of need to put your money where your mouth is. Like, if you made the record with the intention of, you know, trying to change something or trying to rebel against something, it's a fight. Then you're you know. So then I accepted that at a certain point. I was like, wow, this record kind of is a fight. You know, like it is different, it is challenging, but the fans are extremely accepting of that. But that's definitely what I've learned just from being out there in the world and like the way people talk about rock and roll or ask you questions about it or say things like, you know, how do you feel about rock and roll not being as relevant and things like that. So you get questions, but it's a lot of places that you go though. So you start to realize that your record, you're glad you made the record you did, I guess. You know.
And you mentioned that maybe you're thinking about recording sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and it was something you were talking about too, where you feel like that's kind of in the air, and I feel like it is. I think it's been there for a long time, and I think now it's more of a necessity, and we all as artists need to figure out how that's possible, because it's something we'd always wanted. You know, we never really want to like make a record, tour in it for like 2.5 years, go away, come back, start the process over. Like, we're musicians, we like playing music, we like writing music. So just to survive as artists, not financially, we need to figure that out.
Do you have a sense of how the next few years of the band are going to play out? Do you have a master plan here?
Well, one of the most interesting things we're talking about right now is potentially building a studio to move, importantly, I think, into that part of our lives. Like, it's time to be able to make music every day. It's putting out more music is going to become more important for this band than touring all the time. You know?
Well, it's like your house is sort of like an art studio.
Right.
So you want to be able to have the same freedom to make music that you have to make art all day.
Right, and it's really weird because, like, I guess a lot of young rock bands, they don't have that. You actually don't have that freedom. You're basically just faced with challenges every few years. Like, this is your challenge. You have 3 months to make the best record of your life. Good luck. And like,
yeah.
that's kind of, you know.
It's actually, yeah, the process is ridiculous.
And then
it's
do it again a year
pressure.
later.
Yeah. And it's really, that's a crazy thing you cannot sustain that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we burnt out, and I think that's why we scrapped a record, and I think because we just couldn't do that anymore. You can't constantly, you know, you have to be like, you have to have freedom. You have to be an artist every single day of your life, and if you're not, if you're just performing, like, it's not good.